Hey guys, welcome to the next installment or next chapter of making axle tubes for Hot Wheels racing. Tonight we're actually going to get into the bones of actually making the tubes themselves. And you're going to have to bear with me on this. You know I have trouble keeping everything in focus here because everything's so little. And this will especially be a problem with these axle tubes. So I actually have one already made. This is the one for the front. And yeah, we're going to play with focus. And this is the way I like to make them. I'm not sure how it's going to how well things are going to show up on this, but I actually do like to round over the end a little bit. This end isn't really too rounded over, but the idea is to, if the wheel does go in and bump against the end of the axle tube, just to reduce the amount of friction that will be produced there. And as you can see, I actually hollow out two sections of the tube. And the idea there is I'll be sliding the axle in, of course with the wheel on it, and laying it in the car. And when I JB weld in the axle, I'll also be, or when I JB weld in the tube into the car, I'll also be welding in the axle into the tube. I don't like to crimp them in there, just because crimping them, you're probably going to, copper is very soft, and you could easily bend the tube. This is about as far as I want to go. I don't even want to go like halfway through the tube. I take a cutoff wheel and just scallop it out a little bit, and I'll be doing that. Hopefully, I'll be doing that on video here tonight, so you guys can see what I'm doing. But yeah, so I made up this one already, and I'll be taking the wheels out of the 68 Camaro and roughing out the shapes of the axle tubes. So without further ado, I will try to show you how I make the next axle tube. Okay, I have the stock chassis from the Shelby GT car, and I'm holding up a piece of copper, the copper tubing, to the rear, so I can get an idea on just how wide it's going to be. And I'm probably not going to be able to mark it here on camera, but I'm going to put marks on it, and I will show it to you again here in just a minute. Okay, and I just put a couple quick marks on here. This mark right here is where I will cut. Where I will cut it off. It is about the width, and I will probably try and leave that mark or cut to this side of the mark. And these two little marks are on either, would be on either side of the tabs that hold the axle in. Now I'll be getting rid of those tabs, but I'll be hollowing out little areas right here with my cutoff wheel on a Dremel to allow me to glue the axles in. So I will try and show this if I can, and hopefully I'll have all my fingers left at the end of the process. So let's see how we make out.